As an adult, one of the things that you will enjoy is that you are now free to do whatever you want. Legally, of course, but with that comes a lot of responsibilities. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like you have to budget your money properly, set financial goals, pay off your debts, have emergency funds, plan for retirement, get insurance, top up your CPF, top up your SRS, and the list just goes on and on. Feeling overwhelmed yet? Wouldn't it be good if, let's say, there's an easy way to keep track of everything? Then our lives would be so much easier. As it turns out, there's an easy way. Introducing OCBC Financial OneView. Personally, I've been using this for quite some time, and this thing is a real game changer because now I'm able to get an overview of my entire finances from places like banks and government agencies, making it super easy to track my finances and plan my financial goals all in one place. But then, it takes it one step further. With your financial data, it can then let you know how near or how far you are from achieving your goals, while giving you personalized insights and reminders to make sure that all the goals are achieved. Now, some of you might recall that I talked about the OCBC Financial OneView a while ago, but since then, they've actually further improved it by adding even more functions, like letting you view all your insurance policies, which is super important when it comes to planning our overall finances. I guess that's why they were able to win the Best Mobile Banking Initiative at the recent Global Retail Banking Innovation Awards. So, in this video, I'm excited to show you all the cool new stuff that you can do with OCBC Financial OneView. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, before we talk about the features, just in case you're not familiar, let me quickly share what this whole OCBC Financial OneView is about. So, a while ago, the Singapore government came up with something called the Singapore Financial Data Exchange, short for SG FinDex. Basically, it's a system which lets you pull all your financial information from multiple government agencies and financial institutions and view them all in one place, safely and securely. This includes participating local and foreign banks in Singapore, SGX, CDP, CPF, HDB, IRAS, and even insurance companies now. You will be able to see all your financial data in one place. But what's the point of seeing all the data? The data will be like, le quoi là. So here's where OCBC Financial OneView comes in. They take it to the next level by not only allowing you to see what you have, but also giving you personalized financial tips and features to help you make better financial decisions towards financial wellness. So that's a short explanation of what it is all about. Now, let's check out OCBC Financial OneView to see what it looks like. To use it, you can just open up the OCBC digital app where you will immediately see the OCBC Financial OneView. Here, you will be able to see an overview of what you have. For example, I have OCBC, DBS, HSBC, and my SGX CDP account. Now, I know what you are thinking. How come OCBC knows all my info? Don't worry, yeah. The reason all this stuff is here is because I gave permission to SG FinDex to access all this data. So they can't just access my info without my consent, yeah? You can then tap on each account to see more information. For example, if I tap on DBS, they will show all my personal accounts and joint accounts. If you have an SRS account, it will also show the balance. I can see all my CDP investments. Like here, I have some Singapore government bonds that I bought a while ago. If I have any shares in CDP, I will also be able to see them. Besides seeing what you have, you can also see how much you owe to HDB and the banks. For example, if I check out UOB, I can see all my credit cards with them and be reminded that I owe them a huge amount of loan. Moving on, here's the new insurance feature that I was talking about earlier. You are able to connect with the 7 major insurance companies like Great Eastern and so on. With just a quick glance, you will know how much the insurance premium that you will have to pay every year. But that's not the best part. If I tap in, it will show me all the life insurance policies that I have. As a bonus, it will also show policies that insure your loved ones, as long as you are the policy holder, of course. And it can give me more details of the insurance, like what it is covering, whether it's for hospitalization or critical illness, what's the premium, when it's due. I don't know about you, but I've always been looking for this insurance feature because even though my insurance agents do yearly reviews with me, I will keep forgetting what insurance I got. And whenever my wife asks me what insurance I have, I will always say, I don't know leh. But now, with this feature, I can easily get all my insurance info right within the app. And it's not just that, right? By adding the insurance via SG Findex, sometimes it can also help me to discover insurance policies that I might have signed up in the past but forgotten over time. Also, with OCBC Financial OneView synced with all my insurance policies, it can help me to do two very cool things. One, it can remind me whenever a premium is going to be due soon. And that is super useful because now I don't have to go and remember or go and check all the insurance websites to find out all the different due dates and premiums that I have to pay. And as a bonus, it also lets you pay for the insurance directly to selected insurance right within the app itself. So that's really convenient. And second, it can calculate how much insurance coverage I need. So let's say my annual income is 50k. It can tell me that I have some protection gaps in areas like critical illness, permanent disability, death, long-term care, and hospitalization. This is super useful, especially for people who are just starting out and for people with families and dependents. Because now I can take steps to cover my gaps, and that is very important. Because when I can stay on top of all my insurance, I will then be able to protect my loved ones and their futures. A bonus feature is that OCBC is able to suggest suitable policies that you can check out, and if you want, you can buy right within the app itself. But otherwise, you can just shop around from other insurers, yeah? Either way, you are now much better equipped when deciding which insurance to get. So that's the new insurance feature. Next, you can also see your CPF balance and even the breakdown. This info is super useful because now you can better plan on how to further optimize your CPF. For example, maybe you see that your CPF balance is a little low. You can decide to top up the CPF so that you have more money for retirement. Or if you feel that your CPF OA is underutilized and you have no use for it, you can then consider to transfer them to CPF SA to earn a higher interest. And here, I want to point out something cool. You can make a CPF top-up right within the app itself. And why is it cool? That's because OCBC is the first bank that lets you top up CPF right within the app itself. So that's super convenient, yeah? By topping up 16k to you and your loved one's CPF, you get to enjoy tax reliefs while attracting an interest rate of up to 6%. Besides CPF, you will also be able to see your assessed income for the year. And if you want, you can conveniently pay for all your taxes like income tax and property tax right within the app itself. Again, OCBC is the first bank that let you do all that in one place. So those were some of the things that OCBC Financial OneView can do. With it, you are able to have a super comprehensive overview of all your finances, like how much money you have, how much debt you have, what's your insurance coverage, and so on. But instead of just looking at the data, the OCBC Financial OneView gives you a lot of tools to help you plan and achieve your financial goals. For example, it lets you easily plan for your savings goal, retirement goal, and even saving up for your children's education. And because OCBC Financial OneView is able to see some of your financial info like cash savings, CDP investments, CPF balance, it can then factor all those in to show a clearer picture while planning for these goals. And I have to admit, before this, even though I knew that I have to save for retirement and education, all I knew is I needed a lot of money. But I wasn't sure exactly how much I need. But now, with this feature, I have a much clearer picture, like do I have a surplus or do I need to save more? And because of that, it becomes much easier to work on my finances. Here's one more feature that I like about the app, and that is they can use the data that you have seen to give you some personalized insights on what you can improve on. For example, they noticed that I don't have enough emergency savings So they suggest that I should save for it. Or if they notice that if you do not have enough savings for retirement, they will also let you know. Or if they detect that if you have not invested yet, they will also remind you to get started on your first investments to grow your wealth. Now, obviously, our biggest concern is it safe to use or not? Later the government knows how much money I have left. For this, I would say you don't have to worry because they know all these are super sensitive data. That's why there's a lot of security measures in place. First, whatever accounts that you want to see here, you would have to specifically give permission to SG Findex to share the data with your financial institution. On top of that, the data is encrypted and can only be read by the financial institution. So SG Findex will not have access to the data. Like here, I can head over to Manage and choose which institutions I want to give consent to. And anytime if I'll change my mind, I can remove the permission whenever I want. Also, the consent won't last forever. It's only valid for 365 days from the first institution that I gave consent to. After that, it will expire and you have to provide your consent again. So if you have not checked into your OCBC Financial OneView for 1 year already, maybe it's time to check in on it again and start off the new year with a better grasp on your finances. Second, all these financial institutions' data are not live data. They are just snapshots. That's because they don't have permission to keep pulling your data. So you have to manually sync to get the latest data. Third, the security is quite strict. Like every time I try to do something related to SG Findex, I will need to log in with the SingPass app. Yes, it's more troublesome, but I do feel safer that way. With the OCBC Financial OneView, you are able to see how much money you have, what are your debts, insurance, CPF balance, and so on. With it, you have a good overview of your finances. And with this info, you will now have a more accurate view of where you stand and how to improve on it. Then, OCBC takes it one step further. With all this data, they can act as your personal financial assistant by giving you personalized insights, insurance premium reminders, and let you plan to achieve your savings goal and retirement goals, which most people won't even think of doing until it's probably too late. So anyway, that's a quick update on OCBC Financial OneView. If you are interested in keeping track and planning your finances, I highly recommend checking it out. Anyway, that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.